Welcome to Community Feedback on Lagos Television. My name is Kikelomo Oduebo. Thanks for joining us. On the program today, we bring you highlights of a symposium organized for transportation stakeholders who gathered at the LTV Kumbo Hall to discuss driving and the Nigerian EU. It was to commemorate the Global Safety Week. Here are the details in a moment.
The role of government towards provision of safe road infrastructure is fundamental to the realization of the Lagos State Smart City status and the efficiency with which people, goods and services can move from one point to the other would ultimately determine the quality of life of the people. These are the views of Mr. Kamal Olowo-Shagu, the Permanent Secretary for Transportation in Lagos State, delivered by his representative, the Director of Operations in the State Ministry for Transportation, Mr. Toriola, at a symposium on the topic, Driving and the Nigerian EU, marking the Global Safety Week. Olowo-Shagu affirmed that transportation, as an engine of the economy, has gained tremendous attention in Lagos State. It is the first pillar of the team's development agenda of the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Participants were informed that the Lagos State government is not just constructing roads, but improving water and rail infrastructure for a massive integration of the three transport modes available in the state.
If you have gone through the states, you see a lot of effort government has put in place to ensure we reduce carnage on our road in time of road accidents. Lagos has done a lot of advocacy in time of enlightenment to ensure people abide by the rules and regulations. Meeting with stakeholders, engagement is also very key, and introduction of technologies to really enforce the traffic rules and regulations in the state is also very key, which government is investing heavily. The smart city we are talking about is the introduction of cameras across the state and major landmarks in Lagos State. And these are some of the things Lagos State government has done. Even our enforcement arm, they are being enhanced through the use of technology to like body camera, ANPR, and also capacity building in terms of training the officer to be able to carry out their responsibility in line with the best practice. These are some of the things government has done to reduce carnage and also bring sanity on our road. And government will not stop until we get to the benchmark the Lagos State government has exercised for the state in terms of ensuring compliance with the rules and regulations of the state.
Aside procuring 6 new ferries under the Lag Ferry fleet to move residents from riverine communities across the urban center and vice versa, the state government is also steadily advancing the first phase of passenger operations of the Blue and Red Rail projects for the mass movement of people, goods and services across Lagos State and beyond. Attitude of all of us. As long as we are on the road is a shared asset where we have people driving, people walking, people cycling. So it's a collective responsibility of all of us to be about complying with the rules and regulations. I said it. And the only way we can do it is to engage more with citizens, people to know that the aftermath effect of obeying the rules and regulations is for all of us. Not obeying can lead to carnage, loss of life, loss of loved ones at home. So it is better for all of us to see this project as our project. You see that this slogan is safety, that
safety is our collective responsibility. It's not a slogan, it's about way of life. They say, saver you, safer me, because we are all sharing the road. If the driver in your bus can comply, it will also affect you too. If it doesn't abide by the rules, it also affects you. So it's our collective responsibility to abide by the rules and regulations. If the government alone cannot do it, we have to engage everybody.
To achieve more sanity among drivers on Lagos roads, other stakeholders at the symposium proffered various solutions.
I think right from the inception of Federal Road Safety Corps, the main focal point of our establishment has always been advocacy. Because we believe that no matter the extent of enforcement, we can reach out to a limited number of people. I can spend hours on one person while enforcing, but if I spend 1 hour through the media, we'll be reaching out to millions of people, and that has been our watchword, and we've been able to do this over and over. But we realize that the major problem we have is, like you rightly said, the attitude of our people, the attitude of Nigerians. I recall I had an encounter with a former IG when we were trying to enforce the use of crash helmets, and he advised that when we talk through the media, we should not ask people to use crash helmet. We should tell them that whoever that failed to use crash helmet will be arrested. That he can be sure Nigeria will start using the crash helmets just to let us know that they can go against the rule. I think that's the major problem we have. That we have this concept, we have this mindset that we are going to go against the rule and nothing will happen. And if we can erase this attitude from us, I can tell you that Nigeria will be a better place. We spoke at length about the status of every country. It's Nigeria. When you enter a society, the first contact we have with the status of that society is the traffic. If the traffic is chaotic, you can be sure that that country will be very disorganized. If the traffic is managed, is well organized, you can be sure there is a very serene country that you can expect the best from the society. And that's what we are facing in this country. Our traffic system is so bad that we are speaking to the society, we are speaking to the government, we are speaking to even the content of the vehicle. But we realize that the use of the road, the attitude of the road users are the major problem we are managing now.
It is said that human error contributes majorly to the various incidents that we have on our roads. If we take care of the human error, we will have less challenges. And so it happens that for there to be a congestion, somebody has refused to do what he or she should do, or has done what he or she shouldn't do. And so the day we start approaching things in the line of, I want to do the right thing. Doing the right thing is do the right thing because it is the right thing to do, not because somebody is forcing you to do the right thing. So the day we decide, I'm going to stop for traffic lights, I'm going to wait for the pedestrian to cross, I will not make an illegal U-turn, we will live in a sane and better environment.
The high point of the event, attended by key stakeholders in the transport sector, was a demonstration of road safety signs and symbols to the participants, who will in turn educate other road users to prevent unnecessary loss of lives due to avoidable road crashes in Lagos State.
Up next is our Vox Pop segment, where we sampled the opinion of stakeholders on the topic of the day, the Nigerian in you and driving. Stay with us for the details.
I can't understand how people don't obey rules and traffic. You want to turn into your left lane, you can't indicate or trafficate like in English we speak. You are not, the person behind you is not in you. The only way you can communicate to other people around you is to use the signs on the vehicle. And if you don't, there's accident, there's road rage, get people continue to abuse you, or as the popular saying, they do waka and all of that. No, all of that, you question your sanity sometimes when people get to their houses tired and all of that, all because of the stress they go through on the roads. I think we need to do better for our country, Nigeria, and that's why I'm doing this. I hope and pray that a lot of people will key into this and make Nigeria great.
A lot has been said here, and the truth is that we should use our power as media, as journalists, as broadcast journalists, whatever you want to call us, to change our society positively. A lot of times we believe that, what can I do? I'm just a small me. From that corner, that's your small corner, you can do a lot. You can change the mindset. When you start with yourself and your immediate environment, it will go places, it will affect others. But when we continue to keep all this to ourselves and say it does not concern me, it does concern everybody. And it's high time that we use that power. We have a lot of power as media practitioners.
Speed is taken as a very serious issue. They say for the severity of every accident depends on the speed. So what we are asking now is that we should look at the speed limits, particularly with the urban areas, to come down to as low as 30 speed. If you are doing 30 in your vehicle, no matter what it is on the road you see, you have enough space and guide to be able to maneuver it. So the target is to drive down speed.
That's our package today on community feedback. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I brought it to you. Remember that the government of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised through the team's agenda that no one will be left behind, and transportation and traffic management will continue to be key in the policies of the government, even as road infrastructure is also important. Thank you very much. Stay safe and see you next time.